Hello and welcome to this tutorial, which is about the static keyword in C#. A class and a method can be either static or non-static. We have seen the static keyword with the main, and we have used static methods as in the write line and the read line. But what can a static method do? A static method can always call another static method. A non-static method can always call a static method. Non-static methods can call non-static methods through an object reference or if they are within the same class. A static method can only call non-static methods through an object reference. So what are static methods good for? I use them a lot. I use them for helper methods. Helper methods are methods that takes some input, do something with it, and probably have some output. The write line is a good example of that. It takes a string as an input and it does something with it. It displays it. In this demo I'll be showing you how to make an average method. I have made a static method that can calculate the average value of an array of doubles. I've taken this logic, this method, and put it in the class helper calculations, and I called it calculate average. It takes a list of doubles called list, and it loops through every value of this list and calculates the sum, and then calculates the average value from that sum. If we look at the program, we can see that I make a new list with the values 5, 7, 2.2 and -4. Here I calculate the average from that list and I print it out. 2.55. I can make an instance of this class. Like that. But my calculate average method isn't available. That's because it's a class level method. It's a static. And statics are only accessible through the class and not through objects. To demonstrate the typical use of a helper method, I have added a new class. This class is called person. The person class has a name and a list of hours in school. And it has a constructor where we take this name and just remembers it, and then we can add hours to the list. So let's get rid of this old code. Now we have created Kai. Kai has been to school for 5 hours, for 2 hours, and for 4.5 hours. But what is the average of these 3 days? We have made a calculation that can help us. Now we just have to use it from within the person class. We don't take any arguments, we have the arguments already. So we just return the helper calculations, average, and then we should use a list. Oh, we have the hours in school list. So let's just add this one. This is a demonstration of the use of a static helper method from a non-static class. and it gives us a little under 4 hours. Sorry. So what we just do here is we have a method to add the hours to the list, and here we just use this calculation average, sending the list of hours in school to this calculation, and whatever the calculation returns, we just return again. If we want to add a list of grades for this person, we just add a new list up here. And we can reuse these two. So instead of calculating average hours, we just call in calculate average grade. Like this, and of course it won't take a list of doubles, so we have to make a new one that takes a list of integers. Like that, and now we don't have a problem. So let's add some grades. Didn't I make the add grades function? Add hours at grade, of course. Approximately 4 hours and a 7 in average grade. So as shown here, we can overload static methods as well. So we have two calculations with the same name, taking a double list or an integer list. And C# can find which static method is the correct one in this situation, given that in the person class here, we are either given it a double list, or the integer list. So here we go. Now we have looked a little bit of static and a little bit of what they are useful for.